Hello guys, OzoneTCG here today with...
Sean Washington.
Alright man, what'd you just do?
I just top 8'd YCS Charlotte, the first YCS back since COVID.
Excellent man, what deck did you do it with?
I did it with Tenyi Swordsoul.
Wow, alright man. Any shoutouts before we get started?
Oh yeah, I want to shout out my team and sponsor, OzoneTCG. I want to shout out my boy over here on the side for lending me like 95% of the deck.
Hell
And
yeah.
shout out Nova as a whole, we're getting better every day.
Alright man, ready to get into it?
Yes.
Alright.
So standard ratios are 3 Ecclesia, 3 Melee, 3 Longyon, and I played 2 Tire for this event because I'm playing Desires and I'm on prettier ratios.
You signed up for structure deck number 6.
Most of my losses have been because I opened like 0 Swordsoul cards or Worm monsters, so I wanted to reduce that. I think I'm playing 22 total Worm or Swordsoul cards, so hopefully that just never happens. Yeah, most of the losses is just because I opened this by itself or something else. It's so sad. Yeah, outside that, we have...
players, if you would like to sign up for the last structure deck tournament of the weekend, we have had a 1 person drop. We need to fill 1 spot in the last structure deck tournament of the weekend.
I played
And
maxed out
that, you
Tenyis.
can still fill up one of our very limited spots in our Master Duel tournament, Duel Links tournament, and Speed Duel Constructed tournament.
3 Ashina,
These are the
and
last
3
tournaments that you
Kushida,
guys can play.
1
In order to get
Shatana. Basically, you want to see these every game because seeing this in combination with any of these or your Vestal of the Dragon Cycle, which is also really just a god card, means you can play through any hand trap you decide like you can read. So if you play around Ash, for instance, you activate this first. Well, summon this, make this the monk, summon this with Adhar, and turn it Ashina's effect. They either have to Ash there or not, or else they're going to play in the Chaofeng, and Chaofeng's insane. Yeah, this is just instant Hulk fodder, lets you set up any play, freestyle plays, it's nice. I chose the deck because I thought it was the most consistent deck in the room. You don't need to play like a whole bunch of engine requirements or bricks. The only true brick in the deck is Despot 01. And even then, like, this is still a level 1 tuner, so if you open it with any of these guys, you can make either Yugioh or, what is it, Chaojin? Yeah. Chengi, or whatever his name is, and then Boxia either. It's pretty good. Outside of that, we have 3 Ash, 3 Ogre, 3 Veiler, 3 Nibiru, and technically a defensive in this deck is Tactics. This card is MVP for my main deck so far. It's basically no one plays around it anymore since everyone has hand traps in their deck to beat Scythe decks. I made the hard read that I'm not really going to get Scythe that much. Instead, I'm going to play Versatile Butcher Brave. They have to activate monster effects. And this card either resets your hand, looks at third hand, or like this card's just broken, to be honest. Outside that, yeah, that was my hand trap ratio. Sorry for the file on the side. 3 Emergence, you have to play this. And then Desires, because this card's just broken still, it should honestly be banned, but Konami. Oh yeah, I forgot a hand trap. 3 Impermanence also, so I'm playing 15 hand traps with 3 Tactics. I sign this out a lot because it's not a tuner body, and that's what matters. It's the worst hand trap, but still, it's okay. And then finally, Blackout was the last card, my 48 card main deck. This card's just nuts, but you don't want to see it too much, so you don't only play 1. You can search it out whenever you want. Outside that, we have my extra deck. I have 2 Monk, you have to play 2, it just comes up so much. Shaman, I didn't really make this that much, but it just baits a hand trap for Tactics most of the time, so that's pretty good. Hulk and Ordon, because you have to play this, it just makes your Tenyi's openings even more insane. Yazi, you have to play this, card's nuts. 2 Boxia, this does come up a lot, because I play greedy combos for my Hulk play. And, I mean, yeah, the card's just insane. 2 Yugioh, yeah, 2 Yugioh. This card's really good. One of this guy, I made it twice, and I figured this card's kind of nice because it beats Griffin, since it's not like an inherent effect to summon. You just banish it and it's cool. You don't really make it that much though, but it can be really anything. It's a flex spot. Then we have Chaofeng, which is probably one of the better cards in the extra deck right now. Making this versus most of the meta decks blind is actually pretty broken because a lot of decks use light monsters to play. The mirror match, they have to go through light monsters. You can't get Zeused. You can get Lord Effect, which is FTK versus your board, and then if it ever dies, it floats. If they ever trigger DPE, actually, you can summon Prosciuttos from your deck every time. It's really cool. Then we have Baron the Floor. You have to play this card. Ching Yang, the OTK maker, and then the best card in the extra deck is this card. This card is broken. I don't know why it's Hyper Librarian. I don't know why it vanishes twice, but like it just does everything you ever want in this deck. My greedy combo. Sorry, where is it? He uses the draw effect to end on something like this, and like it's just none of the decks can beat this without droplets. And even then, droplets you're discarding 4 cards to play the game. It's still too much for them, and that's with me having 2 or 3 cards in hand also. Outside that, we go to my side deck. This card sucks. I threw this in last second, and I never saw it once, and I never really put it in versus Prank Kid anyways. So yeah, 3 Dark Ruler. I made the read that Scythe wasn't prevalent, and I got rewarded. This beats base. This beats the mirror match, and it beats Flunderies if you see it. Yeah, this card's nice. This card is broken. This is the second best card on my side deck. Basically what it does is it's draw and Lockbird, but immediately, and you just chain it. So versus Flunderies, if they go first and set up their lane combo, I normal summon, they trigger their map or trap. I activate this and they lose the game. They can't add it to the end of my next turn, so that means that none of the Robin or Eagles are resolving. They can't do anything on their turn. My Duality and Prosperity are dead. And then they can't play on my turn again either, so no Harpies or Shifter turns off my turn either. I also put this in versus base going first, because doing this on Aquamancer or Prosperity is just broken. That's how I win a lot of my matches. In combination with another card I'll show you later, it's really good. I played 2 Cosmic. I was afraid of Mine, and yeah, I mean basically you just play this versus Mine, that's it. And Scythe is sometimes, but it doesn't have a body, so it's unfortunate. Red Reboot, this is for Flunderies, and maybe sometimes Eldritch if I feel like it. And then the best card in my side deck this weekend is Rivalry.
Best card in the whole deck.
Yeah, but to be honest, basically if you go first and have this card in your hand, it's almost impossible to lose the game, because you'll most of the time have this. They go activate right, you flip this, they lose the game because they summon the token and get Faithful. Once Faithful adds, or like, if they even somehow manage to get to the equip spell, you just vanish in the game's end. There's not many, fairies in the game, so it's really hard to clear this, and Dracovax is never going to be turned on anyways, so pretty cool. Outside that, it's just like, Prank Kids lose to it, like, Brave loses to it, PK loses to it. Anything that's playing any other engine that's not Peer just loses to the card. It's so good. I think everyone else in Swordsoul played the deck, or the card too on their side deck. I know Jib did.
Excellent. How many cards was the main deck today?
48.
All right, and that was sufficient for the defensive count, which was 15 plus tactics and
15
whatnot?
plus 3 tactics.
All right. Excellent, man. All right, any parting thoughts or remarks?
Thank you to my boy Tins and Doug for playtesting with me. Nick, of course, also. We theoried this deck for a while. I almost swapped on a whim, but I just decided to stay strong with it. Yeah, Dinosaur. I love that deck. Outside that, yeah, thanks. Shout out to Nova again, and then shout out to OzoneTCG.
All right, thank you, man. Peace.